the ley line network exposed. Examining specific geographic coordinates reveals details about Coral Castle's placement that have attracted various theories over the decades. The castle sits at 25 degrees 30 minutes 1 second north, 80 degrees 26 minutes 42 seconds west, positioning it along the 25th parallel north that passes through several historically significant locations worldwide. This latitude line crosses through regions in Egypt, India, China, and Mexico where ancient structures demonstrate remarkable construction achievements that continue challenging modern understanding of historical building capabilities. Some researchers have proposed connections between Coral Castle and ley lines, the theoretical network of straight pathways linking sites of historical significance that Alfred Watkins introduced in 1925. These theories suggest that Leedskalnin deliberately chose his construction site to interact with invisible energy fields that supposedly connect ancient monuments across vast distances. However, geological surveys conducted at Coral Castle have found no evidence of unusual energy lines beneath the site, and no credible scientific research supports the existence of global energy grids operating through underground electromagnetic pathways. The folkloric speculation about ley lines often focuses on the mathematical relationships between distant archaeological sites, proposing that ancient civilizations possessed advanced geographic knowledge that enabled coordinated construction projects spanning multiple continents. Proponents of these theories point to the precision of ancient site placement as evidence of sophisticated surveying capabilities that mainstream archaeology attributes to coincidence rather than deliberate planning. The positioning accuracy demonstrated at locations like Stonehenge, the Great Pyramid, and Machu Picchu does suggest remarkable understanding of geometry and engineering principles, though conventional explanations focus on individual cultural achievements rather than coordinated global networks. Leedskalnin's use of dowsing rods to locate his water well, documented in historical accounts, has been interpreted by some researchers as evidence that he attempted to detect invisible energy fields at his construction site. Dowsing represents a traditional practice for locating underground water sources that rural property owners throughout Florida commonly used during the 1920s and 1930s. While dowsing lacks scientific validation, its widespread use suggests that Leedskalnin employed conventional rural techniques alongside his more sophisticated mechanical engineering methods. The astronomical alignments evident throughout Coral Castle, including the Polaris telescope and sundial arrangements, demonstrate Leedskalnin's interest in celestial relationships and mathematical precision. These features show understanding of geometry and astronomical principles that exceed typical expectations for amateur construction projects, though they fall within the range of knowledge available to dedicated self-taught individuals during the 1930s. The alignments suggest careful planning and mathematical calculation rather than random placement of architectural elements. Magnetometer readings taken at various points throughout Coral Castle do reveal electromagnetic variations that differ from baseline measurements in surrounding areas. These readings show concentrations of electromagnetic activity near specific structures, particularly around the 9-ton gate and carved stone chairs. However, the electromagnetic signatures fall within ranges typically found at sites containing large amounts of limestone and metal components, rather than indicating supernatural energy fields or connections to global networks. The electromagnetic anomalies detected at Coral Castle appear to result from the interaction between the coral limestone's natural mineral content and the metal components that Leedskalnin incorporated into his construction. Similar electromagnetic variations occur at other limestone formations throughout Florida, though they lack the systematic arrangement and precision engineering that characterizes Leedskalnin's work. The difference lies in how the materials are shaped, positioned, and integrated into the overall structure rather than in exotic energy sources or mystical connections to distant sites. The consistency of electromagnetic effects reported by visitors over decades suggests that Coral Castle's unusual characteristics result from permanent features built into the construction rather than temporary phenomena or psychological suggestion. Electronic device malfunctions, compass deviations, and other documented effects follow geographical patterns that correlate with the underground electromagnetic variations detected by scientific instruments. These effects demonstrate measurable interaction between the castle's design and natural electromagnetic fields present in the local geology. Theories connecting Coral Castle to global energy networks often overlook the more remarkable achievement that Leedskalnin actually accomplished using conventional physics and exceptional engineering skill. His success in moving massive stone blocks using mechanical advantage systems represents a documented example of individual innovation that transcends apparent limitations imposed by available tools and resources. The precision and scale of his construction demonstrate mastery of engineering principles that most builders of his era never possessed, achieved through careful application of mechanical knowledge rather than access to mysterious energy sources. The electromagnetic properties that continue affecting visitors and electronic equipment at Coral Castle provide concrete evidence of engineering achievements that operate according to measurable physical principles. The ongoing effects suggest that Leedskalnin's construction methods incorporated elements specifically designed to interact with natural electromagnetic fields in ways that create lasting phenomena. These characteristics raise questions about the extent of his technical knowledge and whether his methods could be applied to solve other construction challenges that seem impossible using conventional approaches. The persistent electromagnetic anomalies and their correlation with specific construction details suggest that Coral Castle represents something more significant than a folk art curiosity, though the significance lies in documented engineering achievements rather than connections to mystical energy networks. The site continues attracting attention from researchers and government agencies who recognize that Leedskalnin's methods challenge conventional understanding of individual construction capabilities and may have implications that extend beyond historical curiosity.